Seems like the common theme of all the news stories today are kids and tech. How about this one first? France bans smartphones in school. When French students return to school in September, they'll have to leave one of their most prized possessions at home, the smartphone. French lawmakers on Monday passed legislation banning students as old as 15 from bringing smartphones and tablets to school, or at least requiring them to be turned off. Officials in support of the new rules described the policy as a way to shield children from addictive habits and to safeguard the sanctity of the classroom. It actually made me think how here, even in kindergarten classes, apparently they even give kids tablets at that young of an age. So to get them away from the tech, I don't know. And here anyways, they use it for educational purposes, like in the classroom. An interesting thought about a smartphone in the classroom as well. I find it a little strange why more people don't actually use it in some cases. For example, when you go to things like, let's say, a class of some sort, and the instructor is writing down notes on the board, and then afterwards, people would say, hey, write it down, make sure so you don't forget it. You'd see people whip out their papers and their notepads trying to frantically copy what's on the board, whereas for a person like me, I just take out the phone, take a picture of the board and okay, there's my notes. I don't understand why people don't do that more. That's just an example how you can actually use the smartphone in a classroom. In my view, it just feels like it's almost like someone making a law saying, well, people are goofing around with fidget spinners in schools too much, so let's make a law to ban it. I'm like, really? You need a law for that? This was neat too. It says, Waymo self-driving cars are near. Meet the teen who rides one every day. Alphabet is experimenting with prices and finalizing its business model before unleashing its autonomous fleet in Phoenix this year. This is probably a good visualization of what the future is going to be like. It says, when she's ready to start her day, Kyla summons a self-driving car using the Waymo app on her phone. 5 minutes later, a Chrysler Pacifica, run by the autonomous vehicle arm of Google's parent company, Alphabet Inc., stops at her home in Chandler, Arizona. That probably is going to be the way of the future. Too bad we don't have anything like that here. Even things like Uber, for example, can't even get a license apparently to run the business here. So probably autonomous cars are way far away. And the last one I read was a little unfortunate. It says, Quad City's toddler hit in the face with a drone. Bentendorf police investigating. From the sounds of it, of this story anyways, it wasn't a case of somebody purposely, I guess, flying around, let's say, the swing area, then all of a sudden they did something wrong and it crashed into the child. Because it says, Roberts told police a group of 4 were flying the drone over the soccer fields when it came down. She filed a police report after taking Atticus to the emergency room. And the cut did seem pretty deep too. It was a little unfortunate. But what surprised me the most was how calm she was in the remarks about this. It says, it was an accident. It was an accident, but I can understand because it should not have happened, Robert said. He's pretty tough, but not tough enough for a drone. So while in this kind of story, you would expect the person to freak out, I guess, and be, emotional about it, she kind of treated it as if, the child fell off from a playground. Like she said, she'd expect that to happen before getting hit by a drone, or any other accident, like getting hit by a baseball or something like that. So that was kind of odd anyways in terms of what we're used to reading. It also says while the owners apologized, she didn't have time to actually take their name down or anything like that because she was more worried about the child, which is understandable. Makes me think in this case, hopefully those people actually just come forward themselves. Okay, definitely not as hot today. That's a good thing. Okay, really doing it hardcore for this week, huh? Alright, see you guys later.